The storm arrived without warning, swallowing the mountain road in sheets of rain so thick that the headlights became useless. Every turn felt like the edge of a cliff. Every gust of wind carried the sound of falling trees, and every mile made it clearer that there would be no way back before morning. Ethan Carter gripped the steering wheel with trembling hands, thinking less about the dangerous road ahead than the little girl waiting at home who believed her father could fix anything. Yet there he was, stranded in the middle of nowhere with the one person who knew him only as an overworked employee who never smiled. Before we continue, if you believe kindness can change lives and that everyone deserves a second chance, please take a moment to like this video, comment where you're watching from, share it with someone who needs hope today, and subscribe to Kindness Corner. Your support helps these stories reach more hearts. By the time they reached the old mountain lodge, every room had already been taken by travelers escaping the storm. The elderly caretaker apologized repeatedly before admitting there was only one small room left. It held a fireplace, a worn wooden chair, and a single large bed. Ethan immediately volunteered to sleep on the floor, but the floorboards were damp from years of leaking windows, and the cold was severe enough to risk illness. After several uncomfortable minutes, they silently agreed to use opposite sides of the bed with blankets stacked between them like a wall. To everyone at the company, Ethan was the dependable operations manager who arrived before sunrise and left after sunset. Few knew that every lunch break was spent calling schools, arranging childcare, or comparing grocery prices. Even fewer knew that he rushed home each evening to help his 8-year-old daughter Lily with homework before making simple dinners and reading bedtime stories that he barely had enough energy to finish. Since his wife had passed away 3 years earlier after a long illness, every promise he made to Lily had become sacred. Failure was no longer an option. His boss, Victoria Hale, was known for impossible standards. She expected perfection because perfection had been demanded from her throughout her own life. Raised by parents who measured love through achievement, she had learned to hide every emotion behind discipline. Employees respected her but rarely understood her. Ethan assumed she viewed him as another name on a payroll, while Victoria quietly admired the quiet resilience she could never quite explain. The storm cut electricity across the mountain. Darkness settled over the room except for the soft orange glow of the fireplace. Wind rattled the windows while thunder echoed through the valleys. Sleep refused to come. Hours later, Ethan shifted in pain as another wave of discomfort spread through his back. Years of construction work before joining the company had left him with permanent injuries. He never complained because treatment cost money he preferred to spend on Lily. As he turned carefully, the firelight revealed the uneven lines of old surgical scars beneath his thin shirt. Victoria noticed without meaning to. Those scars told a story no resume ever could. They spoke of burdens carried alone, of sacrifices made without applause, of someone who kept standing long after life had given him reasons to fall. She realized she had mistaken silence for indifference when it had actually been exhaustion. Morning arrived with clear skies. They drove back to the city almost without speaking.